Under the glow of a full moon, Mossy Bottom Farm lay in an eerie quietness, disturbed only by the chirping of crickets. It was late at night when Shaun the Sheep and his friends, Bitzer the dog, Timmy the lamb, and Shirley the sheep, heard strange noises coming from the barn. The hairs on their necks stood on end as they listened to the eerie symphony of distant screams, heavy breathing, and the dragging of chains. Bitzer, trying to ease the tension, said, "Maybe it's just a raccoon looking for food," but his words couldn't erase the fear in the air. Shirley, a bit on the nervous side, was already hiding behind a stack of hay, her wide eyes peeking out. Timmy, ever the playful one, kicked his football, and to everyone's dismay, it bounced and rolled into the barn. Now, Shaun, always the brave leader, decided to investigate. "I'll go," he declared, taking a deep breath. As Shaun approached the barn, its large wooden door creaked ominously, and as if guided by an unseen force, it slammed shut with a resounding bang just after Shaun had stepped inside. The loud noise echoed across the silent farm, sending a shiver down the spine of his companions. Inside, the barn was dimly lit by the silvery shafts of moonlight filtering through gaps in the walls. Shaun moved carefully, the shadows playing tricks on his mind. Each sound, each creak of the wooden floor sent ripples of anxiety through him. Yet his resolve was unshaken. He was determined to get Timmy's ball back. The strange noises continued, growing louder as Shaun ventured deeper into what felt like a labyrinth. Suddenly, a silhouette darted past him, making his heart leap. Was it a ghost? His imagination ran wild, fueled by the chilling atmosphere. Back outside, Bitzer and Timmy waited impatiently for Shaun's return, their eyes fixed on the barn. Timmy tugged at Bitzer's collar, worry etched on his small face. Shirley had somehow mustered the courage to peek from her hiding spot, mouthing silent prayers for Shaun's safety. Caught in suspense, everyone held their breath, waiting to see how Shaun would unravel the mystery of the haunted barn. As the sun began to set and painted the horizon in hues of orange and pink, Shaun the Sheep felt an inexplicable itch for adventure. He found himself drawn towards the barn, standing solitary and mysterious at the far end of the meadow. Inside, Shaun's eyes widened as they adjusted to the dim light. The barn was filled with old tools, wrapped in cobwebs, as if time had forgotten them. The dust danced in the beams of moonlight seeping through the cracks in the wooden walls. While exploring, Shaun's curiosity led him to discover an old diary lying amongst the clutter. He opened it with great care, the pages crisping under his touch. The words were faded, but the message was clear enough. This barn holds the secret of the forgotten sheep. His heart raced with every letter deciphered. Suddenly, the lights within the barn began to blink erratically, creating a chilling ambience. Shadows seemed to move without a source, as if the barn was alive and watching him. Shaun felt the hair on the back of his neck stand. Just then, something extraordinary happened. A ghostly image of a sheep flickered before him, eyes holding ancient wisdom, yet an air of sadness. But before Shaun could move, the ghostly figure vanished. Not ready to give up, Shaun picked up a flashlight and followed the direction where the ghost had disappeared. His steps were cautious, heart pounding. The beam of light finally landed upon an ancient painting hanging with an ominous presence. With a swift move, the ethereal creature merged into the canvas and disappeared. Outside the eerie barn, Bitzer and the rest of Shaun's team became increasingly worried. They pounded against the barn doors, desperate to break them open and aid their friend within. The echo of their attempts reverberated through the night, but inside, Shaun knew he was closer to unraveling a mystery that was more than just ghostly encounters. He was on the brink of understanding a forgotten story, hidden away in the folds of time and cobwebs. Shaun and his flock of mischievous sheep were spending another serene day at the farm. The sun was setting, casting a golden hue on the barn where legends of haunting had been whispered for years. Shaun, with his insatiable curiosity, decided it was time to uncover the truth behind the haunted barn. As night fell, Shaun bravely made his way into the creaky, old barn, followed closely by his loyal friends. Dust particles sailed through the air, illuminated by the moonlight, as Shaun explored the forgotten nooks and crannies of the barn. In a corner, Shaun stumbled upon an old diary. As he fiddled with the fragile pages, a hidden one slipped out, revealing the story of a sheep named Edgar. According to the page, Edgar had been left behind in the barn during a fierce storm many years ago. Tragically, Edgar couldn't find his way out, and ever since, his spirit lingered in the barn, seeking some form of acknowledgement or companionship. Just then, a faint bleating echoed in the chill air. Before Shaun's wide eyes, a ghostly sheep appeared. It was Edgar. His spectral figure was not threatening, but rather filled with sadness. "Why are you here?" Shaun asked softly, trying to hide his nervousness. Edgar's translucent eyes looked downcast as he responded, "No one remembers me anymore. I'm all alone." Shaun felt a pang of empathy. He knew what it was like to feel forgotten and unimportant. Determined to change this for Edgar, Shaun mustered all his resolve and declared, "I promise, we'll make sure everyone remembers you. You won't be alone anymore." With Shaun's promise hanging in the air, Edgar seemed to lighten up. Though still a ghost, there was a visible change in his demeanor, a glimmer of hope shining through his spectral form. Shaun and his friends quickly went to work. They spread stories about Edgar, organized playful gatherings in the barn, and in no time, Edgar felt less like a ghost and more like a cherished memory. Edgar became a part of their flock. In the end, Shaun and his friends proved that even those who were once forgotten could find their place among the living. Their stories were never lost to time and neglect. Edgar, with a newfound smile, watched over the barn, comforted by the memories shared and the love that now flourished. At dusk, Shaun approaches the old barn, its ancient wooden doors creaking ominously as it opens. Bitzer, the loyal sheepdog, Timmy, the smallest lamb, and Shirley, the fluffiest sheep, eagerly rush inside. The atmosphere is charged with curiosity and a hint of fear. Shaun gathers his friends and begins to tell the tale of Edgar, the forgotten sheep who once roamed these pastures. With every word, the shadows seem to listen, and the flickering light of a single lantern casts dancing figures on the barn walls. Shaun explains Edgar's tragic fate, how he was lost in a storm and never returned, leaving behind a legacy of mystery intertwined with whispers of ghostly sightings. But Shaun insists they're here to honor Edgar, not fear him. In the heart of the farm, a memorial is erected, lovingly inscribed, "For Edgar the Forgotten Sheep." The sheep gather around, placing flowers and tokens in remembrance. Bitzer sheds a rare tear, his usual stoic demeanor softened by the palpable sense of loss. Suddenly, from the corner of the barn, Edgar's ethereal form appears. His ghostly presence, now a tranquil light, floats gracefully above the memorial, enveloping the barn in a warm glow. In a breathtaking moment, Edgar's spirit gently fades into the sky, leaving the barn serenely silent. Everyone stands in awe, witnessing Edgar's peaceful farewell. Months pass, and a new lamb is born in the farm. He carries a distinct sparkle in his eyes, reminiscent of Edgar's persistent twinkle, a sign that Edgar's essence finds continuity in this fresh life. Shaun whispers to the newborn lamb, "Some stories never end. They just change form." It's a testament to the everlasting bonds that knit the fabric of their community, where each ending is simply a new beginning.